It's 10 o'clock. Good morning. We all set? Good? Great. Good morning. On a Friday, unusual. Welcome to the New Jersey Board of Public Utilities regular agenda meeting for November 21st, 2025. If everyone could rise for the flag salute. Commissioner Krista Jewell, can you lead us off? To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Madam Secretary, if we could have the public notice.
Good morning. Adequate public notice has been given pursuant to the Open Public Meeting Act. Notice has been posted at the board's office and website and emailed to the Department of State and to newspapers of broad circulation within the state.
Thank you. May we have a roll call?
Commissioner Christo DeLune.
Here.
Commissioner Bange.
Here.
And President Gould Sadovi.
Here. And when is our next public meeting?
The next regular board meeting will be held on Wednesday, December 17th, 2025. It'll be a hybrid meeting in person at the board hearing room at 44 South Clinton Avenue in Trenton and live stream via YouTube.
Thank you. So good morning again. Before our regular session, we will have an executive session today, including items 8A, D, E, and F, but a few opening remarks from me. Just want to remind everyone that the winter termination program has opened. So if you need help during these winter months and are unable to pay your bill, please contact your utility for eligibility and to sign up for the winter termination program that goes until March 15th. We have a Utility Assistance Day coming up on December 4th in Plainfield, New Jersey, from 9 to 3. Look forward to helping support anyone who needs utility assistance and come in person and have staff from the BPU and the utilities help with any applications for utility assistance. We have some new staff members, so I'm going to announce you. If you could just stand up. You don't have to say anything unless you want to. But I will stand, if you could stand up so everyone can acknowledge you. We have Sierra Betts in Customer Assistance.
Important to reflect oftentimes as times do change and elections come and go. First of all, to really recognize the Murphy administration for all they've done for New Jersey and for New Jersey energy policies. It was really a nation-leading effort to take bold steps to decarbonize our economy and to set the stage for a green economy and a green tomorrow, which is wonderful. And we're confident that Governor-elect Sherrill will follow with her own very bold efforts to guarantee and to safeguard the economy and future generations. So I want to thank them and encourage everybody. And fortunately, the incoming administration is not entering with a blank slate. We have lots of experience, lots of experiences to share with them. We've done many things here at the board and in New Jersey that I hope will provide a foundation for the incoming administration. And that's why, as important as it is to look forward, it's equally important to look backwards and to see what have we learned. And that's why I would like to call for the BPU to arrange and organize a symposium to reflect and to learn from the lessons of the last 10 years. A lot has happened, and I think that if we ignore those lessons, we'll be making a mistake. So I'd like to encourage us all to find a way to bring stakeholders, people who are intimately involved with the efforts of the last 10 years, to share their experiences. We have many successes and accomplishments, but unfortunately also many shortcomings and missteps. We can learn from those and provide them to the incoming administration to make their plans and their policies even better for the future. So I want to thank you all. One last thing is she's not here, I don't think. Kira Lawrence has decided to leave us, and Henry Gaja also has decided to take another job. I want to thank them both, and we should all thank them for the great work they've done for years here at the BPU and for New Jersey. So welcome, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for being here.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for attending today. First off, I'd like to thank the staff for all the work they continue to do and keep up the good work. I'd like to thank Governor Murphy also for all the work that he's done, and looking forward to working with our new governor-elect coming in January. And then last and final, I want to wish you and your families a happy, healthy, safe Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Okay, so we have, thank you, David just reminded me to remind everyone that we have some three late starters today. And then we will be going into executive session for 8A, D, E, and F, and should be about 15 minutes or so. If the Attorney General's office could explain the justification for going into executive session.
Good morning, Madam President. Good morning, Commissioners. Clean energy items 8A, 8D, 8E, and 8F fall within the contract negotiation and attorney-client privilege exceptions to the Open Public Meetings Act. These exceptions are found in New Jersey Statute 10:4-12B7.
Thank you so much. Can I have a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we'll see you soon, folks. Everybody good? Yeah? Okay. Great. We're back. Madam Secretary, if you could please call the consent agenda.
The consent agenda items are identified as 1A, 2A through 2D, 3A through 3C, 4A, 5A, and 8A.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second.
Can I have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Christo DeLue,
Yes.
Commissioner Bench,
Yes.
and President Gulsadovy.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, moving into our regular agenda with Alice. We have 2 votes, so they tell me.
Yes.
Got it.
Good morning, Madam President and Commissioners. Before you this morning is Agenda Item 1A involving a third-party supplier who failed to comply with certain provisions of New Jersey statutes and the New Jersey Administrative Code. Rescom Energy LLC, doing business as Next Volt Energy, did not file a renewal application to maintain its electric power supplier license before its license expired and continued to operate as a third-party supplier. Following a review of this matter and discussions on July 17, 2025, staff and Rescom executed a stipulation to resolve Rescom's alleged violations. As part of the stipulation, Rescom will pay the state of New Jersey $15,000 within 15 days of the board order approving the stipulation. Also before you today is Rescom Energy LLC doing business as Next Volt Energy's initial application for approval to be a licensed third-party supplier in New Jersey. This agenda item involves two separate matters on which you will vote. Regarding the first matter, staff believes that the stipulation is reasonable based upon the alleged violations by Rescom and recommends that the board accept the stipulation subject to the conditions set forth in the board order. Regarding the second matter, given there are no investigations pending with regard to Rescom's service provided to New Jersey, staff recommends that the board approve the initial license application for Rescom Energy LLC doing business as Next Volt Energy to be a third-party supplier contingent upon the timely receipt of the $15,000 settlement payment.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or comments?
Alice, thank you very much for handling this. I think it was done very fairly. I don't think there was anything malicious. I think it was just an innocent mistake on their part. I think
No,
we-
and there was a transfer of
Yeah.
ownership and some confusion at the time, so.
Right, right.
yes.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, and I appreciate you acknowledging, changing that so that they are required to pay their fine before they get the
Absolutely.
relicense. Thanks. Okay, roll call, please.
Vote number 1 is the motion to approve staff recommendations to adopt the stipulation.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Cristo DeLu,
Yes.
Commissioner Bange,
Yes.
and President Gosadovi.
Yes.
Vote number 2 is a motion to approve staff's recommendation to approve the initial license application filed by Rescom and issue a new electric power supplier.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Cristo DeLu,
Yes.
Commissioner Bange,
Yes.
and President Gosadovi.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
We have 2A. Dean.
Good morning, Madam President, Commissioners.
Good morning.
This matter involves an August 19th, 2024 petition filed by Mr. Lee Whitman alleging poor condition of utility poles, wiring, and equipment owned by Atlantic City Electric Company. On November 22nd, 2024, the matter was transferred to the Office of Administrative Law for hearing as a contested case where it was assigned to Administrative Law Judge Tama Hughes. On May 30th, 2025, ACE filed a motion for summary decision seeking dismissal of the petition. On June 27th, 2025, the petitioner filed an opposition to the motion for summary decision, and ACE filed a reply on July 11th, 2025. On August 25th, 2025, ALJ Hughes issued an initial decision finding that the petitioner failed to demonstrate any of the requisite elements for standing or provide any evidence to support any claims raised in the petition. Notably, ALJ Hughes found that the subject utility poles are not located on the petitioner's property, and the telecommunications wires referenced in the petition are not owned by ACE. Accordingly, ALJ Hughes granted ACE's motion for summary decision. Having reviewed the record and finding no basis to disagree with any of ALJ Hughes's findings, staff recommends that the board adopt the initial decision and grant ACE's motion for summary decision, dismissing the petition in its entirety.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Cristo DeLu,
Yes.
Commissioner Bange,
Yes.
and President Gosadovi.
Yes, thank you, Dean. Oh,
Okay.
you're still with us.
Yes, item 2B. On March 1st, 2023, Public Service Electric and Gas Company filed a petition seeking approval of the next phase of its gas system modernization program called GSMP 3 and an associated cost recovery mechanism. The company proposal was for a 3-year program with a total investment level of approximately $2.54 billion for investments in a hydrogen blending project, a renewable natural gas project, and the replacement of 1,140 miles of leak-prone gas main. By order dated October 11th, 2023, the board approved the stipulation holding the petition in abeyance and authorizing a 2-year extension of PSE&G's GSMP 2 program beginning on January 1st, 2024 and ending on December 31st, 2025. Following a review of the petition, discovery, and discussions, the parties executed a stipulation resolving this matter. The stipulation would authorize PSE&G to invest $1.05 billion to replace a minimum of 525 miles of utilization pressure cast iron and unprotected steel mains over the 3-year period from January 2026 through December 2028. PSE&G will spend an additional $360 million within stipulated base spending, which would include a minimum of an additional 75 miles of cast iron and unprotected steel main replacement, for which PSE&G may request cost recovery in a future base rate case. Additionally, PSE&G may file up to 3 periodic rate adjustment filings to recover the costs of this program. PSE&G will provide monthly reports to staff and rate council detailing program costs and the quantity of work completed, as well as retain an independent monitor to review and report on the program. While there is no immediate rate impact upon approval of this program, the estimated cumulative monthly bill impact to the average residential customer using 1,040 therms annually is expected to be $4.32, or a 4.2% per month increase by the end of the program. Staff recommends that the board issue an order approving the stipulation.
So moved.
Second?
Questions or comments?
And Dean, this is really to enhance and to upgrade our reliability and safety and security for our whole systems, right?
Yeah, PSE&G in particular has one of the largest inventories of the outdated cast iron systems out in the field, more so than entire other states and combined utilities. So that is the most leak-prone and risk-prone material out there. So
New Jersey's #1 again.
yeah.
Thanks, Dean.
We appreciate all the work you and the team did on this settlement and always. So thank you. Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Christopher
Yes.
Commissioner Banks?
Yes.
And President Gulsanobi.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
2C,
Good morning, President and Commissioners.
good morning.
This item is a recommendation for securing electric power supplies for basic generation service customers for the period beginning June 1st of 2026. By way of background, the board issued an order on April 23rd, opening a proceeding to determine how to procure the remaining 1/3 of the state's BGS RSCP and the annual BGS CIEP requirements for the period beginning June 1st, 2026. The EDCs made a joint filing on July 1st, 2025. The board received initial and final comments on this matter, and a legislative type hearing was held on September 18th. Staff's full recommendations have been set forth in the board's agenda memo and commissioner briefings, but there are a few issues I will describe here. While the vast majority of the proposal is consistent with the BGS process over the last several years, there were a few modifications proposed by some of the electric distribution companies, including PSE&G's proposal to modify its BGS 3-period time of use pilot and Atlantic City Electric's proposal to modify the frequency of its reconciliation charge filings. Additionally, 3 of the 4 EDCs proposed to eliminate their DCFC pilot programs. JCP&L did propose to extend its program through May of 2027. Additionally, there were 2 parties, Morgan Stanley Capital Group Incorporated and Nextera Energy Marketing, who sought modifications to the supplier master agreements to address certain issues, including compliance with the qualified financial contracts stay rules and provisions related to DOE emergency orders. Staff notes that no party took issue with any of the proposals. Accordingly, with certain modifications, staff recommends the board approve the descending clock auction process, auction rules, board approval process, and supplier master agreements that were proposed by the EDCs. Staff also recommends that the board require each of the EDCs to file amended BGS compliance filings by December 5th, and authorize staff to review these compliance filings and request that the board secretary issue a compliance letter if the filings are found to be compliant.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second?
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Christo DeLu,
Yes.
Commissioner Bange.
Yes.
And President Gulcedovi.
Yes, thank you. So still with us, Stacy, for a while.
For a while.
For a while. Happily.
On January 30th, 2025, Atlantic City Electric Company filed a petition seeking review and approval of changes to its non-utility generation charge and the Clean Energy Program and uncollectible accounts components of its societal benefits charge. By order dated May 21st of this year, the board approved a stipulation authorizing ACE to implement modified NGC, CEP, and UNC rates on a provisional basis subject to refund. The same order also authorized ACE to terminate its NGC charge effective June 1st of 2025 and authorized the transfer of the remaining balance to the company's uncollectible component in its next SBC petition. As a result of that order, a typical residential customer was expected to experience a monthly decrease of $3.75. The parties have now executed a stipulation for final rates, requesting that the board approve these changes on a final basis. As a result, customers will experience no additional change to their rates. Staff recommends the board issue an order approving the stipulation and directing ACE to file revised tariffs by December 15th.
So moved.
You?
Second?
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Christo DeLu,
Yes.
Commissioner Bange,
Yes.
and President Gulcedovi.
Yes. 2E.
So on July 31st of this year, Atlantic City Electric filed a petition seeking approval to adjust its conservation incentive program rates. Following an initial review of the petition and discovery, the parties have executed a stipulation agreeing that while additional time is needed, it is reasonable for the company to implement provisional rates. Accordingly, the parties executed a stipulation for provisional rates subject to refund. Based on the stipulation, the monthly bill for a typical residential customer would decrease by $1.01. Staff recommends the board approve the provisional stipulation and direct ACE to file revised tariffs by December 1st.
So moved.
Second?
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Christo DeLu,
Yes.
Commissioner Bange,
Yes.
and President Gulcedovi.
Yes, thank you. 2F.
On November 21st of 2024, Atlantic City Electric filed a petition seeking approval of an increase in its base rates for electric service of approximately $120 million. Following extensive discovery and settlement negotiations, the parties have executed a stipulation resolving the matter, which was approved by Administrative Law Judge Gertzman. Some key terms of the stipulation are an overall net revenue requirement of $54 million and an agreed-upon ROE of 9.6%. Additionally, ACE will implement customer service performance-based metrics with potential ROE penalties for not achieving improvements related to certain metrics, and will also report interconnection metrics. Based upon the stipulation, the monthly bill of a typical residential customer would increase by $6.77. Staff recommends that the board adopt the initial decision and approve the stipulation for services rendered on and after December 1st. Staff further recommends the board direct ACE to file revised tariffs by November 28th.
So moved.
Second?
Questions or comments? Just want to acknowledge this staff, this negotiated settlement, and as Stacy pointed out, these reduction agreed upon to the return on equity, as well as the reduction from $120 million to $54 million, and really the historic penalty structure that's been incorporated to ensure that the company is meeting its obligations to customers, not just for reliability, but customer assistance as well. All right. Thank you. Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Christo DeLu,
Yes.
Commissioner Bange,
Yes.
and President Gulcedovi.
Yes. Thank you. Sorry, I had to turn the page there. Still going.
On August 30th of 2024, Jersey Central Power and Light Company filed a letter petition proposing to refund overcharged amounts due to its application of an incorrect tax gross-up factor to invoices for requested work, including contributions in aid of construction and refundable advances. Where the refund would be $25 or more, JCP&L proposed to refund the overcharged amounts that have not already been refunded. For refund amounts that would be less than $25, JCP&L proposed to make a donation to an energy-related nonprofit entity. On July 2nd, Rate Council filed comments with the board. Following a review of the letter petition and comments submitted, staff recommends that the board direct JCP&L to conduct the necessary reconciliations related to refundable deposits 252 account. Direct JCP&L to comply with specific deadlines set forth in the board order. Direct JCP&L to issue refunds where it would be more than $25, and direct JCP&L to donate to the Payment Assistance for Gas and Electric Program to the total overcharges of less than $25 per invoice.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second?
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue?
Yes.
Commissioner Bench?
Yes.
And President Goldsadovy?
Yes. Thank you. Again, 2H.
On June 26th of 2024, PSE&G filed a letter petition requesting approval of a contract gas service agreement with Eagle Point Power Generation LLC for its facilities in Westville, New Jersey. By order dated August 14th of 2024, the board approved a temporary reinstatement of the previous CSG agreement while the parties reviewed this matter. Following a review of the petition and discussions, PS and Eagle Point further amended the agreement and filed it with the board in this docket. Rate Council has provided comments on the matter and does not oppose board approval. Staff recommends the board issue an order approving the amended CSG agreement and its terms for a term of 10 years following the issuance of a board order.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second?
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue?
Yes.
Commissioner Bench?
Yes.
And President Goldsadovy?
Yes, 2I. Need some water?
I'm okay. I'm almost there. On April 30th, 2025, Elizabethtown Gas Company filed a petition seeking approval of a rate adjustment to recover investments related to the company's infrastructure investment program extension, which the company subsequently updated. The parties have executed a stipulation recommending that the board authorize Elizabethtown to recover a revenue requirement of approximately $8.8 million consistent with the update. Based on the stipulation, a typical residential heating customer will see an increase in their monthly bill of $2.28. Staff recommends that the board issue an order approving the stipulation and directing Elizabethtown to file revised tariffs by November 28th for service rendered on and after December 1st.
you.
So moved.
Second?
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue?
Yes.
Commissioner Bench?
Yes.
And President Goldsadovy?
Yes. Still going.
Yep.
2J.
On May 30th of 2025, Elizabethtown filed a petition seeking authorization to increase the level of its periodic basic gas supply service rate, increase the rate of the monthly BGSS capacity cost component, and modify its conservation incentive program rates. In July, Elizabethtown filed amended SIP schedules to reflect more recent information. Following an initial review and discussions, the parties have agreed that while additional time is needed to complete a review of the petition, it's reasonable and in the public interest for Elizabethtown to implement provisional CIP rates only, subject to refund and interest. As a result of the stipulation, an average residential customer would see a decrease in their monthly bill of $2.53. Staff recommends that the board adopt the stipulation for rates effective December 1st. Staff further recommends that the board direct Elizabethtown to file revised tariffs by November 28th and transmit this matter to the Office of Administrative Law.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second?
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue?
Yes.
Commissioner Bench?
Yes.
And President Goldsadovy?
Yes. 2K.
I'm almost done, I swear.
We love you, and we love having you up there.
Thank you. On April 30th, South Jersey Gas Company filed a petition seeking approval of a rate adjustment to recover costs associated with its infrastructure investment program, which the company subsequently updated. the parties have executed a stipulation recommending that the board authorize South Jersey Gas to recover a revenue requirement of approximately $4.2 million, consistent with the update. As a result of the stipulation, a typical residential heating customer will experience an increase in their monthly bill of $1.14. Staff recommends that the board issue an order approving the stipulation and directing South Jersey Gas to file revised tariffs by November 28th for services rendered on and after December 1st.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second?
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue,
Yes.
Commissioner Bench.
Yes.
And President Gulcedovi.
Yes. 2L.
On May 30th, 2025, South Jersey Gas filed a petition seeking approval to increase its periodic BGSS charge, modifying its balancing charge rates, and revise the level of its conservation incentive program rates. Through discovery, South Jersey Gas updated several components of the petition, including the proposed SIP rates. Following an initial review, the parties have agreed that while additional time is needed to complete a review of the petition, it is reasonable for South Jersey Gas to implement provisional SIP-only rates on a provisional basis subject to refund and interest. As a result, an average residential customer would see a decrease in their monthly bill of $3.28. Staff recommends that the board adopt the stipulation for rates effective December 1st. Staff further recommends that the board direct South Jersey Gas to file revised tariffs by November 28th and transmit this matter to the Office of Administrative Law.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second?
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue,
Yes.
Commissioner Bench.
Yes.
And President Gulcedovi.
Yes. Thank you, Stacy. We'll see you again.
I'll be back.
3A, Rwanda.
Good morning, Madam President and Commissioners.
Good morning.
This matter pertains to the Office of Cable Television and Telecommunications, proposed release of its ascertainment report for the first phase of the renewal of the system-wide franchise for Cablevision of Rockland Ramapo LLC. On September 17, 2010, Cablevision converted its franchise in the borough of Montvale into a system-wide cable television franchise as provided in the 2006 amendments to the New Jersey Cable Television Act. An order memorializing the conversion of the Montvale franchise was issued by the board on December 16, 2010, which granted Cablevision a system-wide cable television franchise for a term of 7 years. That franchise was renewed on September 22, 2017, and expired on September 17, 2024. At present, Montvale is the sole municipality in the subject Cablevision system-wide franchise. On October 27, 2021, Cablevision notified the board of its intention to renew its system-wide cable television franchise, and on March 25, 2025, the OCTV&T notified Cablevision of its intention to review its performance under the franchise pursuant to federal and state guidelines, and invited Cablevision to file comments on its performance, and also assess how it will meet the future needs of Montvale. Cablevision filed its comments on May 25, 2025, which were amended on July 9, 2025. The report prepared by the OCTV&T addressed Cablevision's comments and reviewed its past performance under the franchise during the term. Pursuant to the franchise renewal rules, Cablevision will file its formal franchise renewal application following the release of the report, and 2 public hearings will be held thereafter to provide opportunity for public comment prior to the final board review. Board staff therefore recommends that the board approve the release of the report to remain compliant with the system-wide franchise renewal process.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second?
Questions or comments?
Just thank you, Luanda, for all you do with the colder days and longer nights. We're going to need cable and internet more than ever, so thanks for keeping it reliable.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue,
Yes.
Commissioner Bench.
Yes.
And President Gulcedovi.
Yes. Thank you. 5A. Little reprieve, and you're back.
Good morning, Commissioner. On September 4th, 2025, the Borough of Butler filed a petition seeking authorization to enter into a contract with Utility Service Group Water Solutions for water storage tank maintenance. Rate Council has filed comments on the petition indicating that it did not oppose board approval. Therefore, staff recommends that the board approve the contract, subject to certain conditions.
Sorry, can I have a motion, please? It was so short, I think
I
we all
mean-
got distracted. Motion, please.
We're trying to keep you here longer, so you'll say good afternoon eventually.
That's right.
But so moved. Second.
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue?
Yes.
Commissioner Bench?
Yes.
And President Gulsadoli.
Yes. Thank you. That's it, Stacy.
That's it.
We'll miss you. Oh, Dean, welcome back. It's a revolving chair today.
Yes, it is. On June 26, 2025, Aqua New Jersey filed a petition seeking approval to implement a Resiliency and Environmental System Investment Charge, or RESIC, for the recovery of costs and costs of investments for the period of 2025 through 2028. Following analysis of the foundational filing and discovery, the company, Rate Council, and board staff executed a stipulation resolving all issues in this matter. By the stipulation, the maximum amount of annual RESIC revenues that may be collected is $1,234,168, or no more than 2.5% of Aqua's combined water and wastewater revenues established in the company's most recent base rate case. While there is no immediate rate impact upon approval of the foundational filing, the average residential customer with a 5/8-inch meter will see a maximum monthly RESIC surcharge of approximately $1.42 per month. Staff recommends that the board issue an order approving the stipulation.
Thank you.
So
Motion-
moved.
Second.
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue?
Yes.
Commissioner Bench?
Yes.
And President Gulsadoli.
Yes. Thank you. Maureen Claire, 7A.
Good morning, Madam President, Commissioners.
Good morning.
This matter concerns a request from the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs for approval of the Universal Service Fund Program's administrative cost budget for state fiscal year 2026. The DCA administers the USF program on the board's behalf, and during the past year has provided monthly credits on the electric and natural gas bills of approximately 225,000 New Jersey households. For fiscal year 2026, the DCA is requesting $11,560,199, which is 4% of the current year's $329 million budget. Included in the budget request are the DCA's costs for administering the program, as well as costs for the DCA subgrantees, which process USF applications and provide outreach to the public at the local level. It should be noted that this is only a budget. Board staff will return to the board with an accounting of actual fiscal year 2026 expenditures for board approval. Board staff has thoroughly reviewed the budget and found it appropriate and necessary for administering the USF program. Therefore, staff recommends that the fiscal year 2026 USF administrative cost budget be approved.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or comments?
Just to say thank you, Maureen, for keeping a very close eye on this important and expensive budget item. So please keep up the good work.
Thank you.
We need a
sorry.
roll call still. That's okay.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue?
Yes.
Commissioner Bench?
Yes.
And President Gulsadoli.
Yes, thank you. 8A. Alexis.
The New Jersey Clean Energy Act of 2018 set in motion a comprehensive redesign of the state's energy efficiency, or EE, and peak demand reduction, or PDR programs. It established an aggressive EE resource standard of at least 2% and 0.75% in annual energy reductions by customers of public electric and natural gas utilities, respectively, in the prior 3 years within 5 years of implementation of the utilities' EE and PDR programs. The board outlined the framework of the first program cycle of New Jersey's EE and PDR programs in the Triennium 1 EE Framework Order dated June 10, 2020. A key part of this updated framework was the development of a consistent, standard, and transparent approach of evaluation, measurement, and verification for EE programs pursuant to the CEA. The Triennium 1 EE Framework Order also calls for an establishment of an EM&V working group to develop recommendations for the board's considerations on the state's EM&V practices. The board directed staff to solicit the professional services of a statewide evaluator or SWE to facilitate and lead the EM&V working group. Staff recommends that the board authorize the release of an RFQ to procure a SWE for a 2-year term as discussed in executive session, subject to Treasury approval.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue?
Yes.
Commissioner Bench?
Yes.
And President Gulcedovi?
Yes. Thanks, Alexis. 8B, Kathleen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
This matter concerns CalStart's August 15th, 2025 motion for the reconsideration of Commissioner Marion Abdu's July 31st, 2025 order denying CalStart motion to intervene in this matter and in the alternative awarding CalStart participant status. By the motion, CalStart argued that Commissioner Abdu erred in her denial of the motion to intervene and that the board should reverse the decision, thereby awarding CalStart intervener status in this matter. The New Jersey Division of Rate Counsel and the environmental interveners filed a response to the motion indicating support for the motion and CalStart's inclusion as an intervener. Staff recommends that the board deny the motion and uphold Commissioner Abdu's denial of CalStart's motion to intervene.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue?
Yes.
Commissioner Bench?
Yes.
And President Gulcedovi?
Yes. Thanks. We'll see you again. 8C. Stacy.
Didn't realize I was up so soon.
That's okay.
Good morning.
We're rocking and rolling here. Good morning.
The Direct Install, or DI program, is designed for existing small to mid-sized non-residential facilities with an average annual energy demand of less than 300 kilowatts or 40,000 therms. DI is intended to offer a turnkey solution to the problem of upgrading older inefficient lighting, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, and other operational equipment. DI offers a free on-site energy assessment, which produces a report of recommended energy efficiency, or EE upgrades, or measures, and then covers up to 80% of the total project cost of these measures. Pursuant to the Clean Energy Act of 2018, many EE programs, including DI, were transferred from New Jersey's Clean Energy Program to the electric and gas public utilities. Following this transfer, the need for local governments, boards of education, and county colleges, together called contracting units, to comply with public contracting laws became a barrier to these entities' utilization of DI. As part of the current second 3-year period, Triennium 2 of EE programs, the utilities agreed to offer 2 public sector DI program pathways. On June 18, 2025, the board issued an order directing the utilities to file tariffs that would enable contracting units to participate in the DI program pathway that employs a direct contracting model. On July 18, 2025, Public Service Electric and Gas Companies submitted proposed tariffs for this program under Rate Schedule Energy Efficiency Measures, or EEM. Staff recommends that the board find that the up-to charges set forth in Rate Schedule EEM and the detailed pricing applicable to DI-related services to be offered to contracting units are just and reasonable. 2, find that Rate Schedule EEM, the detailed pricing provided, and the availability of detailed pricing to contracting units signing a confidentiality agreement cause the filed tariffs to satisfy the exemption to public advertisement requirement applicable to contracting units. 3, approve the proposed tariffs, and 4, direct PSE&G to submit its compliance tariffs within 5 days of the effective date of the order.
Thank you.
So
Motion-
moved.
Second.
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue?
Yes.
Commissioner Bench?
Yes.
And President Gulcedovi?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
8D, the revolving chair revolves again.
Good morning again. This matter involves a proposed MOU with the Board of Public Utilities and the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection. Pursuant to the proposed MOU and at the direction of the state's legislature, the board would fund DEP's third year of its legislatively mandated electric school bus program. The staff recommends that the board approve the proposed MOU and authorize President Gulsadovi to execute the MOU for distribution of the funds on behalf of the board.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second?
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue?
Yes.
Commissioner Bange?
Yes.
And President Gulsadovi?
Yes. Thank you. Staying with us. 8E.
Wonderful. This matter was discussed in executive session. On August 13th, 2025, the New Jersey Board of Public Utilities approved the release of the request for quotation to procure a contractor to serve as the program administrator to manage many of the board's electric vehicle programs. Staff formed an evaluation committee that evaluated the bids. Staff recommends that the board approve the evaluation committee's recommendation as discussed in executive session.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second?
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue?
Yes.
Commissioner Bange?
Yes.
And President Gulsadovi?
Yes. 8F.
Wonderful. This item would approve, wonderful. We're almost there. This item would approve the utilization of the no-cost transition period extension under the existing contract for the Center of Sustainable Energy for a period of 6 months to continue administration of the board's clean transportation programs during the transition between the expiring contract and the newly awarded contract under the 2025 RFQ for the EV program administrator. As discussed in executive session, staff recommends approval.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second?
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue?
Yes.
Commissioner Bange?
Yes.
And President Gulsadovi?
Yes, thank you. Thank you. 8G, Dr. Morgan.
Madam President and Commissioners,
Good morning.
this agenda item concerns a petition for waivers of the rules of the Administratively Determined Incentive Program. The ADI program opened to new registrations on August 28, 2021, and is open to net metered residential facilities, net metered non-residential facilities of 5 megawatts or less, and community solar facilities. In order to provide tailored incentives for projects of different types and sizes, the ADI program includes restrictions on co-location of multiple facilities sited on the same property or on contiguous properties. The Passaic Valley Sewerage Commission, or PVSC, filed a petition on May 31st, 2025, requesting 5 waivers of the board's rules governing eligibility for the ADI program. The requirement that ADI projects must receive a notice of conditional registration prior to commencement of construction at NJAC 14:8-11.4b. The requirement that co-located projects receive the lowest applicable incentive at NJAC 14:8-11.4f. The combined capacity limitation of 5 megawatts for co-located net metered projects at the same location, and an expansion of the ADI program capacity block for the net metered non-residential market segment and the 5 megawatt capacity cap on co-located community solar projects. The waiver requests were for proposed projects that would serve PVSC's wastewater treatment facility in Newark, New Jersey, which is subject to a directive of the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection. Board staff recommends the board grant the co-location waivers for certain net metered projects and certain community solar projects that would be located on properties separate from the PVSC facility. The record shows good cause because the projects would provide backup power for a critical public facility and must be built pursuant to the Department of Environmental Protection's directive. Staff recommends that the board deny the waiver regarding incentive levels of co-located projects for PVSC's on-site net metered facilities, as the record did not show the projects are not co-located or that a waiver is necessary for their construction. Staff also recommends that the board deny the waivers for the capacity block expansion and the requirement of receipt of conditional registration prior to commencement of construction on the basis of being moot or unnecessary.
Thank you. Motion, please.
So moved.
Second?
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue?
Yes.
Commissioner Bange?
Yes.
And President Gulsadovi?
Yes. Thank you, Sawyer. Dr. Stewart, 8H.
Good morning, Madam President and Commissioners.
Good morning.
This matter involves the approval of a Notice of Adoption, or NOA, pertaining to New Jersey Administrative Code Title 14, Chapter 8, Subchapter 5, Sections 1 through 13. On April 30th, 2024, the Board approved a Notice of Proposal that put forward proposed amendments to subchapters 4 and 5 to remove stakeholder-identified barriers to the timely interconnection of distributed energy resources, or DERs. This notice was subsequently published in the New Jersey Register on June 2nd, 2024. The Board received 15 sets of comments from the stakeholder community that provided detailed feedback on the Board's proposal. On May 21st, 2025, the Board adopted much of the original proposal with non-substantial changes via approving a Notice of Adoption. On May 21st, 2025, the Board also approved the publication of a Notice of Proposed Substantial Changes upon adoption, incorporating stakeholder feedback, which was subject to further stakeholder feedback. The Board received 9 sets of comments concerning the proposed substantial changes. This NOA adopts amendments to detail acceptable export control methods and technologies for DERs, outline core functional requirements for EDC software platforms for smoother interconnection application experiences and appropriate cost recovery mechanisms for the implementation of the software platforms, allocating the cost of these EDC software platforms to interconnection customers, and instill timelines for applicants to reduce queue friction. Staff recommends that the Board approve all proposed amendments in a final Notice of Adoption for publication in the New Jersey Register.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Vote number 1 is a motion to approve the Notice of Adoption. Commissioner Crystal DeLu?
Yes.
Commissioner Banich?
Yes.
And President Gould Sadovy.
Yes.
Vote number 2 is a motion to approve the Notice of Proposed Substantial Changes
No, no, no.
upon.
Nope, that's
Oh, I'm
not this
sorry.
one.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I skipped one. I apologize. A motion to approve staff's recommendation. Commissioner Crystal DeLu?
Yes.
Commissioner Banich?
Yes.
And President Gould Sadovy.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. My apologies. I skipped
That's
one.
okay. Thanks, Natalie. Okay, Laura. Laura. For late starter A and B.
Good morning, Madam President, Commissioners.
Good morning.
This is one matter, but 2 items requiring 2 votes. This matter involves adoption of amendments and new rules to the New Jersey Administrative Code for agrivoltaics or dual-use solar, primarily as amendments to Subchapter 11 of Chapter 8, Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency in Title 14, that governs the Successor Solar Incentive, or SUSI program, and new rules as Subchapter 13 of Chapter 8, Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency in Title 14, that will set forth the provisions for a new segment within the Board's solar program for agrivoltaics as a dual-use solar energy pilot program. In line with New Jersey's ambitious clean energy goals, today's item is to continue implementation of a pilot program for dual-use solar facilities in New Jersey and bring forward expansions to our renewable energy initiatives, particularly within the solar sector. Agrivoltaics is an exciting opportunity for the Garden State since it offers the potential for farming to be combined with solar electricity generation to help meet our clean energy goals while preserving our farmland. Additionally, new generation is essential for ensuring grid reliability while providing more predictable and affordable electricity for consumers. Published on December 2nd, 2024, in the New Jersey Register, the rule proposal established the pilot program based on the framework of the Dual-Use Solar Energy Act of 2021. The provisions establishing the pilot program and the Notice of Adoption and Notice of Proposed Substantial Changes upon adoption mirror those laid out in the next agenda item, the Board opening the first application period in the pilot program. Staff formulated their recommendations for the design and implementation of the pilot program based on extensive stakeholder feedback on staff's straw proposal, the rule proposal, as well as close collaboration and consultation with the Rutgers Agrivoltaics Program, or RAP, at Rutgers University, and other state agencies, which included the New Jersey Department of Agriculture, the State Agriculture Development Committee, and the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection. Staff thanks the other agencies for their coordination in the amount of work undertaken to get to this point, and especially thanks stakeholders for their insightful and helpful feedback and for participating in the stakeholder proceedings. The first item is for the notice of adoption with non-substantial changes for publication in the New Jersey Register. The amendments and new rules are expected to have positive impacts on New Jersey by promoting the complementary legislative goals of the Clean Energy Act of 2018 and the Solar Act of 2021, in encouraging the continued efficient and orderly development of solar energy generation in the state, and promoting the investment of new solar facilities at the least cost of solar incentives to ratepayers while protecting farmland and other sensitive environmental resources. The pilot program is designed to evaluate and approve dual-use solar facilities and set requirements for their installation and operation. It will also provide incentives within the SUSI program, which serves as a permanent program for providing solar incentives to qualified solar electric generation facilities. The pilot program will help remove barriers to participation in solar energy and allow the agricultural community to participate in the advantages of solar energy in areas where it may not have been possible to do so without abandoning active farming on unpreserved farmland. After considering all comments, staff is recommending several non-substantial changes to the rules to update language and definitions, clarify programmatic structural details, expand on required documentation, and incorporate flexibility in project tracking. Staff recommends the board approve the notice of adoption with non-substantial changes for publication in the New Jersey Register. The second item is for the notice of proposed substantial changes upon adoption for publication in the New Jersey Register. As a result of comments received from stakeholders, staff is recommending several changes to the original proposal that are substantial and therefore cannot be made upon adoption. These changes would affect language, definitions, requirements, and monitoring and research requirements. All of these changes are documented in the notice of proposed substantial changes upon adoption. Stakeholders would be given the opportunity to comment on these substantial changes, and the changes would be brought back to the board for final approval. Staff recommends the board approve the notice of proposed substantial changes upon adoption for publication in the New Jersey Register.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or comments?
Laura, thank you very much. This is an exciting program, and the sooner, as we've talked about, the sooner we get the pilot started, the sooner we get results back so we can modify and try and gain some efficiencies and eventually drive costs down. But the sooner the better. We've been working on this for a while, and you've been doing a fantastic job. And I think the rest of the world does a lot of these kind of programs, but New Jersey, once again, will lead the way with better programs, thanks to you. So, good job.
And I also want to thank you, Laura. I know we had, you did a lot of work on this, so thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to everybody who contributed to this one. I know we've been eagerly looking forward to these rules getting adopted and helping to look at this pilot and see how solar might be developed alongside our precious farmland in New Jersey. So thanks. Roll call, please.
Yes, vote number one is a motion to approve the notice of adoption. Commissioner Crystal DeLu?
Yes?
Commissioner Banks?
Yes.
And President Gould-Sadovy.
Yes.
Vote number two is a motion to approve the notice of proposed substantial changes upon adoption. So moved.
Oh, sorry. I thought we moved the whole
So-
thing.
so
but-
moved?
so-
Second.
Commissioner Crystal DeLu?
Yes?
Commissioner Banks?
Yes.
And President Gould-Sadovy.
Yes. Laura's staying with us. A little confusing here.
This item complements the previous agenda item and also involves the development and implementation of a dual-use solar energy pilot program, or the pilot program, pursuant to the Dual-Use Solar Energy Act of 2021. By order dated October 23rd, 2024, and corrected on January 2nd, 2025, the board established the pilot program. The pilot program is open to qualifying dual-use solar energy projects with a capacity no greater than 10 megawatts and hosted on unpreserved farmland in active or horticultural use. Per the board's directive, staff issued a notice of incentive availability on January 6, 2025, inviting all interested parties to submit expression of interest, or EOIs, for pre-qualification into the pilot program with a deadline of February 14th, 2025. Instructions and guidance for completing the EOI form were provided as well. Staff, in consultation with the Evaluation Committee, consisting of the board's appointed research designee, the Rutgers Agrivoltaics Program, or RAP, at Rutgers University, the New Jersey Department of Agriculture, the State Agricultural Development Committee, and the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection, evaluated 33 EOIs for administrative completeness and technical feasibility. Based on the analysis of the EOIs, in addition to comments on the board's companion proceeding, docket number QX 240-80597, and other stakeholder inquiries, staff recommends the board open the first application of Program Year 1 for the first solicitation of the dual-use pilot program with an adjusted capacity target of 65 megawatts. Additionally, staff recommends implementing an application fee of $1,000 per megawatt for the purpose of preventing speculative projects, with the potential for this fee being waived for an applicant who demonstrates undue financial hardship. Only pre-qualified projects that were approved by staff to submit an application and were issued a letter of approval would be eligible to apply. Staff recommends the board's approval for opening the first ever application period for the dual-use pilot program.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or comments on this one? Okay, roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue?
Yes.
Commissioner Banks?
Yes.
And President Gulsadovia?
Yes. Thanks, Laura.
Thank you.
And C, Ian.
Good morning, Madam President, Commissioners.
Good morning.
On July 22nd, 2024, Mid-Atlantic Offshore Development LLC, or MAOD, submitted a Formula 8 tariff filing to the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, FERC, that would establish how it recovers the cost of transmission infrastructure it is developing in the state of New Jersey. The board protested the filing, principally arguing that the proposed base return on equity, or ROE, of 10.26% was too high. FERC submitted the issue for settlement proceedings. Over the last year, board staff, rate counsel, and MAOD have worked to refine MAOD's Formula 8 filing. The parties reached a settlement in principle in July 2025. The settlement includes a base ROE of 9.88% for MAOD, which is in line with the ROE for the main New Jersey utilities. The settlement also establishes terms for issues such as depreciation rates and capital structure. Staff recommends that the board agree to the terms of the settlement.
Thank you.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or comments?
Ian, we've got a lot on the line with this place. So there's nothing boring about MAOD. Anybody remembers B. Arthur and Maud? She was boring, but there's nothing boring about it. There's a lot of stuff going on. We have to keep a close eye, and it's an integral part of our transmission and energy generation future. And I'm optimistic that it'll work out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Roll call, please.
On the motion to approve staff's recommendation, Commissioner Crystal Delue?
Yes.
Commissioner Banks?
Yes.
And President Gulsadovia?
Yes. And that concludes the end of our agenda. Again, I want to thank everyone for their input today, and say happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your time with your family, friends, pets, and have a wonderful and safe holiday. Any closing comments?
Just to echo those, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Eat, drink, and be merry, but don't drive while you're doing it. Enjoy the time, and we'll see you all again soon. Thank you.
Thank you. May I have a motion to adjourn? Oh, everyone's rushing out. It's Friday. All those in favor? Aye. Have a wonderful day.